Today I'm going to demonstrate not so much a piece, but a very specific piece of articulation in the context of jazz. I've been giving to my students at the moment a lot of Lennie Niehaus music, and we've been using it to build up their jazz vocabulary. And by that I mean we've got a lot of offbeat to onbeat slurs, two, with a heck of a lot of marcato showing up. So here's exercise number 3 from a Lennie Niehaus book, Jazz Conceptions for Saxophone, Volume 2, basic one. So you can hear the marcatos, they're all popping out, bop, bop, bop. But everything else is very long, very like they're very light tonguing. Have a listen again, I'll go really slowly. So those marcatos are really aggressive, everything else is very, very lax and very long. So one of the traps to get into is you take it a little bit academically, to see what's on the page, and you kind of bounce it. Now, if you make any kind of detachment on any note that's not a marcato, it doesn't really quite sound the same. It kind of starts to sound a bit bouncy, a little bit chopped up, and we're losing that zoo. Let's take a step back. If we do a scale, chromatic scale, this is a great exercise to have to just get into that lightness of feel. Now remember, jazz is kind of like as a musical vocabulary is something that influences us because we've listened to it, we've heard it in places. So reading it on the page is only going to take you so far, but you almost have to know what the vocabulary is. What does it mean to play jazz? And this is only from listening to live performances, listening to recordings, playing of course, but we need something to influence our playing. So here's a scale, chromatic scale. So I've just started from a C and I've kicked it off with an onbeat, 2, and then from there slurred, 2. So the challenge is, as much as a chromatic scale is a challenge in itself, it is to get that articulation and that light articulation. So we're trying to avoid the and that's that clipped offbeat do is something that I hear quite a bit, and that is one of the habits that you got to try and wind out of the system. Nice and long notes. However, once you get to those marcatos, that is the thing reserved for your punch. So I'm just going to play that beginning line again. Okay, well, everything is really, really long. Those tenutos especially so. So underlying all of this, of course, is just our jazzy rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so that's just making sure that you're on that swung quaver train and you're always following along. You're not going to fall off, right? You're just keeping it going. Bo-ba-doo-ba-da. But this one's about the articulation, and clarinet should be able to get on the action as well. Here's the beginning. Okay, those marcatos, boo bop, ba-doo bop. Those marcatos are the ones that are reserved for the shortness and crispness. So if I was to play them long, those marcatos, less effective. Okay, we're losing that attack at this point, because what we need is contrast. You need the difference between your long ones, do ba do ba do ba do ba da, mixed up with the bops, boo ba do ba do bop bop ba do 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 bop ba 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 ba. So that kind of that big band swing jazz, that musical language is what we're trying to capture in a lot of these Lennie Niehaus books and their exercises as they build you up. And that's pretty much all I want to share about this. So again, just to recap, we've got a lot of this off the on beat swing slurs. So 2 2 2 2. You got to be really careful not to accidentally detach things. Duh, 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 duh. And you also got to be careful not to accidentally tongue too hard. You know, ba 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 ba. And you're sure you're swinging, but we're not really getting that jazzy feel at this point. So yes, you can have swing without jazz. And it's like, but really, swing and jazz are almost synonymous in a way. So you just got to get that feel. Do ba do ba do ba ba. You know, for example, let's say they wanted like swing but not jazz. You'd probably do something like a 6/8 time, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. But that's a different topic. Let's not even go in there. So again, just to hear this this little exercise, because that's all it is. We have. So a really long tenuto, do ba. So always trying to get those notes as long as possible. You don't want to cut them short, except for the marcato. That's your ba. Okay, nice and long. See how. Okay, we've got 2 tenutos in a row. Do ba do ba. So long, long ba. Okay, so hear those things coming out long. Which ones are attacked? Even the accent, you've hit it, but it's still, it just falls away and it simmers. You're always hearing it. Keeps on going. So hopefully that's some food for thought. That is pretty much the style here, at least in the Lennie Niehaus stuff, and those are like your building blocks to a wider world.